Hello guys, my name is Tia Almira. This is my second video for the test from Mr. Ferry, and today I will tell you about the history of my hometown, the city of Bandung. History of the city of Bandung. The history of the city of Bandung begins with the legend of Sankarea, which tells how the Bandung Lake formed and Tangkuban Perahu Mountain. Water from the Bandung Lake, according to legend, began to dry because it flowed through a cave called Sanghyang Tikoro. Situaksan is the last area of the remnants of Lake Bandung that has dried. In the year 1970s, it was still a lake of tourism, but now it has become a residential area. The city of Bandung is geographically visible surrounded by mountains, and this shows that in the past, the city of Bandung was indeed a lake. In 1996, Bandung was not yet designated as a city with a population of 29,382 people, around 1,250 people of European nationally. The majority of them were Dutch. On the 1st April 1906, the city of Bandung officially received the status of city from the Governor-General G.B. van Hoots with an area around 900 hectares. In 1949, it increased to 8,000 hectares. During the Independence War, March 24, 1946, part of the city was burned by freedom fighters as a war strategy. Then, the city of Bandung was abandoned by some residents and they fled to other areas. This event is known as Bandung Lautan Api and is mentioned in the song Halo Halo Bandung. The origin of the name Bandung. There are several versions of the appearance of the word Bandung, which is now also dubbed as Paris van Java. Bandung is derived from the word where or dam because it is blocked by the Citarum River by the Tangkuban Perahu lava, which then forms a lake. The legend that tells Bandung is taken from a water vessel consisting of two boats tied together side by side, called the Bandung boat. This boat is used by the region of Bandung, Raden Adipati Arya Winatakusuma II, to navigate the Citarum in search of a new district seat to replace the old capital at Dayakolot. There is also a history of the word Bandung in Indonesian, synonym with the word banding, meaning side by side. And based on Sundanese philosophy, the word Bandung comes from the phrase Ngabandung Banda Indung, which is a sacred and sublime sentence because it contains the value of Sundanese teaching. Bandung city nicknames. In addition to the history of the city of Bandung, the city also has several nicknames that are usually referred to by the public. The first is the nickname Kota Kembang, in English like City of Flowers. The term City of Flowers originates from an event that occurred in 1896 when the great management of the Sugar Plantation Entrepreneurs Associations, Bestuur van de Vereniging van Suiker Planters, based in Surabaya, chose Bandung as the place for the first congress. Mr. Jacob received input from Meneer Schenk to provide in the Dutch beautiful flowers in Indonesian like Moni Cantik from the Pasir Malang plantation area to entertain the sugar entrepreneurs. The congress was said to be a huge success. From the mouth of the congressional participant, the term in Dutch came out of the bloom der Indische Bergsteden or the flower of a mountain town in the Dutch East Indies. From there emerged the nickname of the city of Bandung as a flower city in Indonesian like Kota Kembang. The city of Bandung was dubbed Paris van Java. in the autobiography of Entin Supriyatin, entitled Suffering Can Be Conquered, Bandung is known as Paris Van Java or Paris of Java. The term Paris Van Java emerged because at the time on Braga streets, there were many shops selling goods produced by Paris, especially clothing stores. Famous shops include fashion and clothing stores, mode magazine Au Bon Mach, which sells Parisian women's fashion dresses. In addition, there is a typical Paris Maison Bourguignon food restaurant which serves as a place for officials and businessmen of the Dutch East Indies or Europe. Another nickname emerged for the city of Bandung as Paris Van Java. The term Bandung Lautan Api is also often mentioned as nickname for the city of Bandung too. In March 1946, within 7 hours, around 200,000 residents carved out history by burning their home and property, leaving the city of Bandung for the mountains in the south. Bandung was deliberately set on the fire by the Indonesian army and the people with the intention that the Allies could no longer use it. The term Bandung Lautan Api also appeared in Suara Merdeka Daily on the March 26, 1946. A young journalist at the time, namely Aceh Bastaman, witnessed the burning scene of Bandung from the hills of Mount Letik around Pamengpeuk, Garut. From the peak, Aceh Bastaman saw Bandung blushing from Cicadas to Cimindi. After arriving in Tasikmalaya, Aceh Bastaman eagerly immediately wrote the news and gave the title Bandung Lautan Api. Now, the nickname of Bandung Lautan Api is used as the name of an international stadium in the Gede Bage area east of Bandung, the Bandung Lautan Api Stadium. Okay, it's the story of my hometown, the city of Bandung, and I'm sorry for many mistakes or bad pronunciation. Thank you for watching this video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Anna and now I want to tell you about the story of Bandung. I was born and raised in Bandung. In fact, my parents are not native Bandung people. My parents grew up and lived in Jakarta since they were born. After my parents married, they moved to Bandung because my father worked in Bandung. Bandung has the nickname Flower City because in ancient times, the city was very beautiful with the number of trees and flowers that grow there. Besides that, Bandung was also called Paris Van Java because of its beauty. The nickname Paris Van Java for Bandung was indeed first popularized by the Dutch people. Historian Haryoto Kunto recounts the possibility of the nickname from a Dutch Jewish merchant named Roth, who aims to promote his merchandise at the annual night market Jarbers, now Aceh Street, in 1920. In the fashion world, Bandung styles were again very Parisian at that time. In Bandung in the 1900s, there was a shop called Auk Hegelstens Kleding Magazine located in Braga area, a place for Bandung people who want to look more up to date. The store became more famous when it changed its name to the smell of French, Au Bon Marché Mode Magasin, which was founded by businessman A. Mekinga in 1913. In Indonesia, Bandung is known as one of the metropolitan cities. In West Java, Bandung is the largest city as well as the provincial capital. Reporting from various sources, the word Bandung comes from wells or dams due to the damming of the Citarum River by the Tangkuban Perahu lava, which later formed a lake. There is also a story that says the word Bandung comes from a weather vehicle consisting of two boats tied together side by side. The vehicle was called the Bandung boat and was used by the region of Bandung area Wiranatakusumatu while navigating the Citarum River. Bandung City is from a dry ancient lake. The lake was called Anpurba Lake Bandung. In Sundanese is Situhiang or Lake Purba Bandung, sometimes called Lake Bandung only. The Purba Lake Bandung is an ancient lake that was from around 100. The vehicle was called the Bandung boat and was used by the region of Bandung R.A. Wiranatakusumatu while navigating the Citarum River. Bandung City is from a dry ancient lake. The lake was called Anpurba Lake Bandung. In Sundanese is Situhiang or Lake Purba Bandung, sometimes called Lake Bandung only. The Purba Lake Bandung is an ancient lake that was from around 105,000 years ago during the Pleistocene. This ancient lake is thought to have formed when the eruption of the mighty Sunda mountain caused the formation of the Bandung Basin. In the Bandung Basin, a lake is formed as a result of continuous rain filling this basin. Ancient lake is estimated to have begun to dry around 16,000 years ago at the end of the Pleistocene. Even so, the existence of this ancient lake can be ascertained with some geological evidence found around Padalarang. Estimate average depth may reach 20 until 30 meters. Because of the ancient lake, now Bandung has soft land. In the city of Bandung, there are regulations not to build tall buildings because of the soft land. So in Bandung, there are really tall buildings. The city of Bandung has been used as a settlement since the Dutch colonial administration. Through the then Governor-General Herman William Daendels on 25 September 1810, a decree was issued regarding the construction of facilities and infrastructure in the Bandung area. The date was then made the anniversary of the city of Bandung. However, the status as a gem-an or city was only officially obtained on April 1, 1906 from Governor-General J.B. van Houts. At that time, the city of Bandung was approximately 900 hectares. As development, the city of Bandung expanded to approximately 8 population not to build tall buildings because of the soft land. So in Bandung, there are really tall buildings. The city of Bandung has been used as a settlement since the Dutch colonial administration. Through the then Governor-General Herman William Daendels on 25 September 1810, a decree was issued regarding the construction of facilities and infrastructure in the Bandung area. The date was then made the anniversary of the city of Bandung. However, the status as a gem-an or city was only officially obtained on April 1, 1906 from Governor-General J.B. van Houts. At that time, the city of Bandung was approximately 900 hectares. As development, the city of Bandung expanded to approximately 8,000 hectares in 1949 and continues to grow until now. Bandung also has a cool and comfortable place to stay and vacation. So during weekends or long holidays, many tourists come to Bandung. This happened even since the Dutch era is still in Bandung. They go to Bandung to vacation and enjoy the beautiful nature. My mom said if people who have ever come to Bandung, surely they want to go back to Bandung again. And if there are people who have ever lived in Bandung, Surely they want to live in Bandung forever. Bandung has beautiful natural scenery, cool air, and surrounded by mountains, so tourists are interested in come to Bandung. Bandung is also famous for its delicious food and attractive fashion. But behind the natural beauty and attractive tourist attraction, the city of Bandung has the threat of an earthquake from the fault of the Lembang Fault around 7 Richter scale and will endanger this beautiful Bandung city. May we always be in the protection of God and be safe from all disasters. Amen. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Nada. Today I want to tell you about history of my town. My town is in Kuningan, Jawa Barat. Actually, my town is a regency or district, so I will call Kuningan Regency. Kuningan Regency is one of the regions in West Java Province, located at the northeastern tip. Kuningan is located at the coordinates of 108 degrees 23 to 108 degrees 47 east longitude and 6 degrees 47 to 7 degrees 12 south latitude, and has an area of 1,195.71 square kilometers and consisting of mountains and lowlands. The mountainous area is located at the foot of Mount Ciremai. For your information, Mount Ciremai is the highest mountain in West Java, and the lowlands area is connected with Cirebon and Brebes Regency. Why is this area called Kuningan? There are several versions of why this area called Kuningan. Number 1, that the term comes from the name of the type of metal, that is brass, or in Indonesia is Kuningan. Kuningan or brass is a type of metal made from a mixture of tin, silver, and bronze. If we clean and color it with beautiful color, the brass metal will be shiny yellow like gold, so that objects which made from this material will look nice and beautiful. In Sankarea near Jalaksana Kuningan, before 1914, several small statues which made from brass were found. At least until the 1950s, the items made of brass were very well liked by the elite community in Indonesian called anak in the Kuningan area. The intended items are home appliances and house decoration. Brass objects are also favored by Sundanese, Japanese, Malay, and some community groups in the archipelago in general. Number 2, the name of Kuningan comes from the legend of Bokor Kuningan. Bokor in English is a bowel, and there are 2 versions of this legend. The first from Jungwanara story. In Ciamis, the bowel was used to test a pastor. His name is Ajar Sukarsi, who was imprisoned on Mount Padang. This pastor was asked by King Galuh to guess his daughter's distended belly, whether she is pregnant or not. If his guess is wrong, he will be put to death. In fact, the distended belly of the princess is a trick of the king. He puts a brass bowel in the princess's belly and then covered it with cloth so it looks like she was pregnant. this act just to trick and harm the pastor. The pastor, who already knows the rotten mind of the king, just kept calm in guessing the riddle given by the king. And then the pastor said that indeed the princess was pregnant. The king was happy to hear the answer from the pastor, because he thought his rotten mind to trick the pastor was successful. The king, with a big head, said that the pastor's guess was wrong, and then ordered his soldiers to take the pastor to prison and sentence to death. And it turned out that the princess is really pregnant. The king's face was bright red. This couldn't happen. That is impossible, he thought. The king was angry and kicked the brass bowl, cauldron, and iron prison, and it fell in different places. The brass bowl fell in Kuningan, the cauldron in Sundanese Kawali, fell in Ciamis, and the area where the fall of the iron prison is called Kandang Wesi in Sundanese is located in the South Garut area. The second version is from Chronicle Cirebon and verbal tradition of the Kuningan legend. Brass bowl is used to test the vigor of Islamic clerics. In Indonesian is Wali. His name is Sunan Gunung Jati. The storyline is same as the Ciung Wanara story, but there are some different too. The difference is in the time, place, the purpose and effect of the taste, and there is no kicking even, by the way. In the Chronicle of Cirebon and the verbal tradition of the legend Kuningan legend, guessing the pregnancy was intended to test the nobility of Sunan Gunung Jati's science and have an impact on heightening his position. The child born, and that is a baby boy who is nurtured and raised by Ki Gadang Luragung. Ki Gadang Luragung is a ruler of the Luragung region. Then Sunan Gunung Jati became the Sultan in Cirebon. After he was an adult, the baby was appointed by Sunan Gunung Jati to be the leader of the Kuningan area, and his title is Sang Adipati Kuningan. Number 3. According to verbal tradition of another legend, before the name is Kuningan, the name of this area is Kajene. Jene means yellow in Japanese. In general, yellow symbolizes greatness in Nusantara society. Based on the brass bowl and the yellow color, then in the early period of Islamization, the area was named Kuningan. But Kajane, as the first name of this area, is doubtful, because according to the Carita Parahyangan script, Kuningan as the name of the region has been known since the beginning of the Galuh kingdom. Number 4. The name of Kuningan comes from Dangyang Kuning. Dangyang Kuning, or Yellow Dangyang, owned by the Munawan. The Munawan was a king in Kuningan in the early days of the Galuh kingdom. Number 5. The Kuningan is name comes from the Hindu calendar system. In the Hindu calendar system, there is a cycle of religious ceremonies such as those still used by Hindu in Bali until now. Kuningan becomes the 12th time name in the calendar system. In the period of Wuku, in English is time, Kuningan religious ceremonies are always held as a feast day. Perhaps the name Wuku Kuningan encourages giving names to this area. So those are some stories why this town is called Kuningan. I don't know which is the most true of that story, but I think the point is trust plays a role in giving the name of this town or regency. Okay, that is my presentation about the history of my town. Sorry if my pronunciation was wrong, and thank you for your nice attention. See you guys. Dadah.